Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where the performance of Veltima fungicide can take your best results even further. Well, join us at the Crawford County Fair on Monday, thanks to Nature's premium liquid fertilizers since 1946. Visit the 26th Annual Greenville Farm Power of the Past at the Darke County Fairgrounds, July 10th through the 13th in Greenville. Visit greenvillefarmpower.org for full details. Well, Ag Secretary Brooke Rollins and cabinet-level colleagues were part of a Tuesday announcement on a comprehensive plan to protect American agriculture from various foreign threats.
The term food security is national security is behind Tuesday's announcement at USDA headquarters by Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins.
The USDA's National Farm Security Action Plan.
The 7 focus areas of the plan include efforts to secure American farmlands, supply chains, farm infrastructure, and ag research and innovation from a myriad of foreign threats. And Secretary Rollins points out this comprehensive plan requires and contains comprehensive partnership.
In coordination with the White House, the Departments of Treasury, Defense, Homeland Security, and Justice, as well as state governors, state agriculture commissioners, local, tribal, and territorial governments.
Among cabinet-level leaders joining the Secretary for the plan announcement, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, and Attorney General Pam Bondi. I'm Ron Bain reporting for the U.S. Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C.
The first U.S. port of entry to reopen to shipments of cattle, bison, and horses is in Douglas, Arizona. Colin Woodall, CEO of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, says his group supports the reopening, adding the Secretary's decision to reopen the Douglas port of entry to live cattle imports will help relieve the economic pain for some producers throughout the country who depend on cattle moving through that port for business. Woodall also points out that cattle moving through the port will go through a robust double inspection. Before entering the port, cattle will be inspected for any wounds or other health conditions. If they are detected, the entire lot of cattle will be rejected by veterinary authorities. Cattle are inspected again after reaching the other side. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention ended its emergency response to bird flu as the outbreak that sickened dozens of people, spread to cattle, and drove up egg prices has abated. Bloomberg says the emergency designation ended last week. The CDC is combining bird flu updates with the routinely reported seasonal influenza infections. It will also post the number of people monitored and tested for H5N1 every month. It's not just CDC ending its emergency efforts. States that were some of the hardest hit are also slowing their reporting efforts. The rationale? There haven't been human infections for some time. And the USDA says inspections of U.S. corn and soybeans were higher week to week, while wheat assessments declined during the 7 days ending July 3rd. Corn inspections during the week totaled 1.49 million metric tons. That's up from 1.38 million the prior week. Soybean examinations for offshore delivery rose to 389,364 metric tons. Wheat inspections were reported at 436,628 metric tons. The markets. We'll have those coming up next.
Nearly 90% of farmers say that financial worries, constantly changing market conditions, and other uncontrollable variables take a toll on their mental well-being. Add in the weather and family dynamics, well, it's a lot to handle alone. But did you know farmers and their families can receive free confidential services from licensed professionals? Support is available 24/7 to help with the challenges you face. Look for Farm Family Wellness Alliance under the Resources tab at farmfoundation.org. Take care of yourself. Your well-being matters.
Friday, July 25th is Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. Visit the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, the Department of Insurance, and other state agency booths. Join us on Friday, July 25th for Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. We'll see you there.
The Market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. At the Board of Trade, July corn $4.12 up a penny and a half. December corn $4.15 up a penny and a quarter. July soybeans $10.12 1/4 down 12 cents. November beans $10.07 1/4 down 10 1/4. July wheat $5.42 3/4 down 1/4 cent. At the Mercantile Exchange, August cattle $219.77 down 20 cents. July hogs $107.10 up 12 cents. September feeder cattle $320.02 up 85 cents. This is the Ohio AgNet.